the number 11 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida's offense takes the field to start this game off. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Albert. Quick completion on the out route. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll line up for a second down play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely...
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Gators are on the move. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fields.
Hey, man, that's really good decision-making there by the quarterback, too, because that play is called early in the downs because you're hoping to take a shot, right? You're hoping to push it down the field. But if the defense takes it away, find your check down. Find the running back out of the backfield and get some positive yards.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
When the offense box goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time and couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Gators line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-1 stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll toss it to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air. It's Albert. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Snagged out of the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Albert. Going deep. Brings it inside the 15. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a... together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down. And lets them have a little more success.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Albert. That's caught, it's Abrams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he runs
generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. Try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire. And the sack. All the way back at the 5. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Albert. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Fields. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Albert. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Montgomery. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Wide open. He makes the catch. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Albert. Makes the catch, it's Abrams. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Montgomery. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
With the catch, it's Abrams. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Looking downfield, it's Albert. Fakes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pulls and fires complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
To the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel... down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Jackson will throw. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Fields. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it! Touchdown, Arkansas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! They'll line up to go for 2.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. A collision, and he stopped at the 20. Picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get.
There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible as he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Got the quick pass. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Fields. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back on the option. The give. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback... determines who's my best guard. That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the toss. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand. And
turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The give to the back. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jackson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation, you know.